Tell me what you know about the hood life. Don't push, 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 push.
First off, I want to congratulate Too Rare on making a XXL freshman cover. I feel like Too Rare is the perfect example of just waiting your turn and then putting in the work and not going with the wave. During the time when Bri had the city, Too Rare just fell back, supported, and waited his turn. And as you can see, everything paid off for him. From NLE Chopper to the song with Dirt.
I'm blinking, I never was into the jerk.
I think it's safe to say Too Rare is here to stay and nothing to play with. So I want to take y'all back to a throwback, his first interview, Philly. Are you ready? Yeah, you already, man. We had to slide up on one of the top youngins in the city. I could say that, man. Definitely working. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice little resume so far.
Know that one more time. Would you say the top what?
Hey, man, they know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
At least you know, man. I ain't know if you had coronavirus or not.
Facts. But so go ahead, introduce yourself to the people who ain't familiar with you.
Too Rare, man. I'm from, yeah. Like, I'm Too Rare, then I'm different. I ain't like these niggas.
Too Rare.
Yeah, most humble is laid up.
Okay. So go ahead, tell them a little bit about yourself. Where you from? How was it for you coming up and shit?
Well, I'm from everywhere, keep it a bean. Like, I've been around, you feel me? But I was raised like 7th and York, Darien Street and shit like that, like down north and shit. But I've been everywhere. I've been out the county. Like, I probably spent like 3 years out there. Spent 8 years up the east, you feel me? Like, that's where I did my dirty work, so you can really see I'm from the east too, so.
Okay.
You feel me?
So before we get into your story, talk about the difference as far as like from the county and then from the city and shit. Like what's the vibe like and what's different?
Vibe, like, well, I was out the county probably like 3-4 years ago. No, like 8, 5, I don't even know, like 5, 6 years ago. The vibe was different than it is now, you feel me? I feel like the county want to be like Philly, you feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like they want to be like the city and shit. No, like when I was out there, that shit was like just getting wild, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
All the way there, it was like firehouse parties and shit like that. Like, that shit was different.
I feel like that shit because of the gentrification in the city, like everybody kind of getting forced to the county and all that because they buying up all this shit down Philly, especially South Philly.
Yeah. That's kind of the fact, like, wow, you feel me? My mom moved out the county for real. She wanted to get away from that shit. The niggas was tripping out.
Okay. So, how was your youth? How was it for you, like you as a youngin'?
I was a football player as a youngin', bro.
Okay.
That shit was, I ain't gonna lie, like, my whole life I always been, like, lit, you feel me? Like, everywhere I moved to, I always been lit. Like, It either was from dancing, playing football, you feel what I'm saying? I've been lit, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay. So, what position you played on the field?
I played all types of shit. I played receiver in high school, middle school shit. I played quarterback, you feel me? And like, the beginning of my whole career, like when I started at like 10 years old, I probably like running back and shit. I was running back and shit.
Okay, all right. So, how was it for you coming up and shit? Because you say that you moved around a lot. So, I'm sure you, a lot of different shit. Being from York Street and shit like that, how was that for like you during your childhood?
That shit was different. Me and this badass young boy used to be running around everything. You feel what I'm saying? That's what we was on. You feel me? Like, yeah.
This shit ain't nothing new. We ain't faking that nigga.
Oh yeah. I used to live down area like Juniata. Did my dirty work down there too and shit. I went to Hopkins and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to be drawn though.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be tripping out eggs at people's cribs, rocks at people's cars, breaking down the alleyway, almost got, you know what I mean? Like,
right, so you was active as a youngin' and shit.
Yeah, I used to be drunk, I ain't gonna lie, but I had my humble ways though, you feel me? Still was beating shit and all that as a young boy shit, but I used to be chilling and shit though, bro.
Right.
I wasn't like a jail type young boy.
Right. Just active, just just running around, young boy shit.
Type young boy, and you feel me? Play tag, people shit and all that type.
Type young boys that was out the way, but to beat shit up.
Yeah, like you feel me?
I feel you.
Like, I left that shit to my uncles.
It was bad, but he wasn't
no
hard-head young boy.
Yeah, I wasn't no hard-head young boy. I never was a dummy, bro.
Right. No, I get that. Definitely
my
active.
Big brother Glizzy, you feel me? He did dirty work that I see him doing. I'm like, Nizzo, I ain't doing that. My mom will whoop my ass if she see me do some shit, bro.
I respect it, man. So, not to get in too deep, but you a single parent or double parent house?
Double. My step pop.
Okay, now I know.
Pop and my mom.
So I know you got like homies and shit like that, where it's like they ain't really had a father figure like that. Can you tell like some of the differences, or can you see some of the differences as far as like, you know, just a man in the house, some of the differences that it make?
Yeah, there's a lot of differences on that tip. Like, niggas carry it different with their moms when they don't got no pop, you feel what I'm saying? They feel like their mom and their pop is all in one, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I feel like my mom is really like my pop too, you feel me? Because he was around, but he wasn't around, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah, though, she laced me and all that here and there all the fucking time, you feel me? Monthly checks laced me, make sure me and my brother was cool. Little sisters once they came, so.
I feel that. Yeah. All right, now, how old was you when you first started music?
2 years ago. How old was I? I'm 19 now. All right, I was 18. I was 18. Yeah, I was 18 because I'm about to be 20 in August. I was 18, bro.
Okay.
This shit wasn't even meant for me, bro. I'm gonna keep it a big.
What made you start music?
Me not proceeding with this football.
Mm-hmm.
I said it wasn't made for me. This is made for me at the end of the day. Everything happened for a reason. But I'm saying, like, this wasn't my dream, you feel me? How niggas be putting in 6 years, 7, like, I wasn't on that shit, bro.
Right, niggas be telling me,
but once I, like,
since I was 6 and all that.
Rap, but I'm that type of artist, though, bro. I mean, well, I'm that type of nigga in general. Once I do something, I put my all into it, you feel what I'm saying? Like, football, I was all into that, you feel me? Texting scouts, DMing them, Twitter and all that, me to Twitter and all that type shit. You feel me? I was on my job.
So, like, what happened with the football? You got any looks and shit that as far as school wise?
A couple schools was looking at me, but they ain't come through with no offer type shit. No, I would have probably really been in a different position right now if they did. Cause I was going here and shit. I was going to Lincoln and shit.
Fact, I was about to ask that. So speak about your time at Lincoln, because you decided to do it here. So it definitely can mean something to you for real.
But what you mean? What you say?
Like, speak about your time at Lincoln, because you decided to shoot it here. So obviously this place has some type of.
School, I did like a lot of my dirty work here too. Like, first I went to George Washington High School, but when I really started running down on like, I shot No Brotherly Love at this high school. That's the song that changed my whole, you feel me? So it's like a lot. I got a lot of memories here, bro. Like, I come show love to the joint once I really, feel what I'm saying, take off.
So talk about No Brotherly Love and shit. That was on one of the first ones that you put out?
No, that was probably like my third one. First I dropped a song called Switch Sides. Second joint was Goblin, right? Yeah, second joint. No, I was dropping Sneaky Jones on SoundCloud. Like, I dropped a joint called Hop in My Ride on SoundCloud. Yeah, Freedom Gels. I dropped like 2 Jones all in one. I dropped what else? Bitch Dan. Yeah. So No Brotherly Love probably like my fourth. It was like your
fifth joint. Yeah.
Okay. So
basically, No Brotherly Love is when shit really got kicked.
Yeah, that's when shit got real.
You feel me? No Brotherly Love set the tone. That's when niggas' eyes opened up. You feel me?
Okay. So you said niggas start hating. So talk about when you first start. What made you was like, you know what, man? I'm about to just rap like.
When this shit right from football, bro, they tried to make me reclassify. There was like a war zone going around the neighborhood and shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I wasn't really like into that as how I used to be. Like, once you get in high school, shit get different, bro.
You start, you like more and just life start happening a little more.
Yeah, like, so different, bro. So, but me really getting into the rap and shit started from me not no more. Then one day I just listened, you feel me, to this beat, the beat Switch Sides. I listened to that beat and shit. Once I came across that beat, someone just told me, like, just start writing to this shit. Like, what you ain't doing shit like to.
Right.
I wrote to that shit. I finished the song probably that same night, bro. Like, my man right there and shit, my man Grill and shit. I hit him up. I said, bro, we at the studio the next day. He thought I was bullshit. I said,
okay.
Nah, bro, we in the studio. I'm about to book a little hour real quick. You feel me? I'm going to bang out to see how I sound and shit.
Fact.
That shit rap after that. I dropped the snippet on my gram. That shit probably did like 10, 15 views. I mean 1,000 views on that joint and shit. I'm like, no, I'm doubling back to the studio. You feel me?
Okay, so the first joint did like 10, 15 on the gram?
Yeah, and that's when I hit him with a little video. That same joint, I hit him with a video of that shit. That shit probably took a minute to hit 10K and all. That shit was a minute, bro.
Okay.
But no, I came back with Goblin. They went crazy off of Goblin. Cause that's when I really started showing myself, you feel me? Switch sides, I was too thorough. Goblin, that's when I started really getting loose and all that type shit. Bro.
Okay. So look, the first time I heard about you, it was, I don't know what song it was the joint, like the big trip, that joint, you feel me? And I heard about that shit cause, you know, I be on YouTube and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, let that shit watch. No, but listen, I heard it for a minute, but I'm about to tell you, like, cause I remember you came down South Philly.
Let's get it, yo. I love all y'all who just show me love, yo. Let's get it. Ain't too rare.
I'm gonna shout out No More one time for them doing the event, bringing you out there. But back to what I was saying, the first time I heard about you was that, and I heard about you because that shit kept coming on YouTube, bro. I'm like on the ad, John, like, yeah, like. I'm talking about like back to back to back.
Crazy you said that, bro, cause they think I paid for my views, bro.
Niggas don't pay.
That shit just kept popping, and yeah, cut that, yeah.
Yeah.
Popping niggas.
Real rap.
But it's a difference though, bro, cause